Couple defends invoicing wedding guest that failed to turn up.
Couple, say it again slowly.
A couple defends invoicing wedding guests for failing to turn up.
Oh, as in like they've paid for maybe accommodation or they paid per head for their food. And, and they're like, here's the bill, mate.
Yeah, so it's a couple that had the destination wedding in Jamaica. They invited a bunch of people. Yeah, they invited a bunch of people there, and a lot of them didn't show up. So they sent them the invoice for £87 for the meal. Now I'm assuming they only paid for the meal; they didn't pay for their accommodation.
Yeah, which depends on the wedding. Like some people will do that. I have 4 letters for these people.
Go on.
The organisers. RSVP.
So funny you say that. They did ask for RSVPs, and a lot of them said they were still coming. That's why they took up such a grievance with sending it out, and not sending it out. That's why they took up such a grievance with the no-show, and why they sent out all of these things saying you need to pay us back because you said you were going to be there, not once, numerous times, and they just didn't show up, and they didn't tell them they weren't coming either.
Yeah, I mean that's just taking the piss, man. Like if you say you're going to be there, it's not easy hosting a wedding abroad, plus with COVID and
paying for it as well. So it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not, man. And look, for a lot of people, we're quite lucky. You're going to get married soon, Indy, and we live in families where our families are able to help us. We're lucky in that sense. Whereas I know a lot of people, when they get married, it's like, okay, so I've been saving for like 5 years, or I've taken like a loan. It's a big thing, man. And if you get married abroad, I presume it's a lot more extra cost, a lot more logistical planning, and you got to get vendors and all this stuff. So I'd be interested to see how many people paid, like, and what their reaction was. Because if somebody's come to your wedding and it's a destination wedding, they've got to be close enough. You know what I mean? If you're doing a destination wedding, it tends to be smaller but more intimate people you want to be there, rather than like here when you invite everybody. So this is someone close to you who you've invoiced. So I'd want to know, man. I'd message the couple and be like, how many people actually,
how many people didn't show up?
Yeah.
Because it must have gone past the threshold where they got pissed off. Like 3/4 of the people didn't show up, and they're thinking, "Fuck this." No. I'm plucking a number out the air.
Yeah.
If it was like 4 or 5 people didn't show up, okay, fine. I think you're okay with it. But if it's more than that, then it's an issue. Say if we did that at Indian weddings, though, it'd be a different story. Because, well, it's weird. It depends on when you do it, isn't it? So you're going to have less people show up to a reception you do the next day compared to a reception you do same day, because people are going to be like, oh, I'll just see the day through. Now, with that, most Indian weddings tend to be quite full.
Full meaning?
So full being like all tables are booked out. It's quite full to the brim with everyone there. There's never any people not there. But when you're doing a reception the next day, you might have to take like a leeway of, say, X percentage of people that won't show up for the next day, and you'll be left over with food. If we start introducing this whole you didn't show up, pay us back thing, man, these weddings would be nuked real quick, because Indian weddings get expensive, especially with caterers.
That's a good point. The other way they could have swung it is, you're unable to attend. We're sorry you couldn't attend, but I don't know, with this couple, Indian couple or non-Indian couple?
I think they're a African American couple. Let me just check.
Go on.
Are they, an American couple. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, American couple. So in most, in culture, in our culture, it's no gifts, please.
That's the one.
But there's expectation that at the Gurdwara, Sikh holy place of worship, guys, you'll give some shagan. Shagan is like a blessing, i.e. in the form of money. If not the Gurdwara, you'll give it at the hall. So money, right? But in other cultures, it might be like they have what they call it, a present list or gift list.
Yeah.
So it could be that basically they just ask for some shagan and be like, oh, you couldn't attend. Do you want to just give us a bit of a something?
I didn't know the gift lists were actually a thing.
Oh, dude, the real man. So I went to my friend Will's wedding. So he's one of my white friends. And that was the same year I got married, like 2 months before. And so he was, I got to credit Will, man. I don't know if he listens to a podcast, but Indy, Will is the reason that I drink black coffee, that I know what Google Calendar is and I use it.
Yeah.
That I have Apple, like MacBook and stuff, and why I went back to using a fountain pen. Those 3 months I spent with Will, 2015, pre-Folk Stars, okay? That's when we first met. And Anyway, go back to the thing. So a month before, 2 months before his wedding, he created a website for his wedding, had all the details on there.
Jesus.
Right, he was so organized, this dude, man. And in there was a gift list. So what you did was you could just purchase so things that they wanted. It's a really good idea. I don't know why we haven't adopted this, man, as Indian people. So you just buy stuff that the couple actually wants.
Yeah.
I mean, money's fine as well. Money's okay. But it stops people buying random shit that you're never going to use.
What were the
like,
band of like prices?
Gifts. Yeah. So it's for all things because like parents could buy off there as well. So you got things from like £20 up to like £300-400. So it's a big range.
Hell. How generous are you feeling?
I think we bought something between £50 and £70. Which is, I'd give that anyway if I was giving like Shagun. But like I remember Will, he had one of those Defenders, Land Rovers, and he had like all the extras, man. Like he had this thing, like if he went into water, into pani, right?
Yeah.
He had this like breathing tube thing, and he had like a thing so you'd have a tent on the top. So a lot of the gifts were all like Land Rover related. I think we got him something to do with his dining table, like some cutlery type thing. But it's good. It's like, so what the couple want, you buy it. It's like, it's so simple. You don't take anything on the day. You just go straight to the couple. Good system, man. Good system. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I didn't know
we're too lazy.
Yeah, we are. I didn't know that those gift ideas were a thing. Someone asked me about that recently, and I was like, wow.
Here's some money, Puttu. You spend this on a honeymoon.
They put the money around your head. Like they wave it around your head a few times. For those of you that are listening, and then they give it to you in person.
Hey.
Some people throw it in the air. Some people put it on the stage. Yeah, it's weird. Never understood that. Very unnecessary. So yeah, I get it. I get why they're pissed off and why they do that. I think it's petty. I just accept it. Be like, all right, it is what it is, and then the friendship's kind of dead at that point.
Right.
Because. Yeah, you can't really come back from that if you didn't tell someone. If it's extraordinary circumstances, I get it. Like the flights were cancelled. Yeah, cool. But if you didn't tell anyone at all. Yeah. The bit that irked them the most was they said I paid for a friend and a +1. And I was like, the +1 thing is difficult because if you don't know the +1, but you did that so they could feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
You paid double for one person.
You got out your way. Yeah.
Yeah. So I respect it.
That's also interesting. Like, I would find it difficult to go to a wedding where like there's when a friend has many circles, but you're the only person in one of those circles.
Yeah,
that's where the +1 comes in, right? So you don't feel awkward. But
because you need a buddy there. Like you need someone there that they know or something. Otherwise, it just gets weird for them because expecting someone to turn up on their own, it's intimidating. It's daunting.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because there are going to be people that are coming to my wedding, and I'm going to be like, I'll introduce them to a few people that I know. I'll be like, look, you can chill with these guys or whatever, and I'll tell somebody to look out for them and make sure that they understand how everything is, just so that they're comfortable with it because they've never been to like an Indian wedding before. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I can get somebody to take you through it so you don't feel unwelcome or awkward or anything. That's really important.
Is that going to be me? You're going to make me that person?
No, it's not going to be you. But I might make you the go-to person for someone. So now you've said that, thank you. You're bumped up to number 1 on the list.
As what? Number 1 what?
And number 1 is in like, can you make sure that those people are okay when they come and make sure that they're attended to and they understand everything?
You're on about the Gurdwara? Is that what you're on about?
I'm on about the Gurdwara, yeah.
So what you're saying is you're making me stage secretary and you want me to make a speech. That's what you're basically saying.
I'm not basically asking any of that, no. You'll be lucky if you can get on stage with the mic, man, right?
If you're asking me to get on stage and tell somebody to move their car, absolutely do that.
Move the car.
Absolutely do
wow. That's a legendary speech though, isn't it? That is a legendary speech.
Legendary.
Like, can somebody move their car, please? You're blocking in the coach that can't leave.
So no, let's do a bit of Punjabi, man. We haven't done Punjabi in a while. So you'll get the stage secretary, right? And you think, it's going to be like, I don't know, it's going to be something. And then it'll be like, Pyare Saad Sangat Ji. Okay, so which means like wonderful congregation. Quick announcement. जिन्हों ने भी अपनी Mercedes registration plate Y23JN silver कलर दी गड्डी पार्क कीती है तुसी ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵਿਆਹ ਦੀ ਕੋਚ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੇ ਨਿਕਲਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਲੌਕ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਜੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੂਵ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ Indy, you want to translate?
You pretty much said a lot of English words there, so I think people can piece it together. But essentially, you're saying the vehicle registration X, Y, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Can you move your car, please? You're blocking in the coach and it can't move and it needs to leave. So move your car, please. In a very nicely way.
And then you're there and you just look around, don't you? Like,
you look around like, who is it? Who's the person that's going to stand up and run out?
Who is it? And you see them like jangling their keys and running outside and you're like, this is just...
Oh, dear.
Like, I go there to pray and then you get this like, this, not comedy, what is it? Like, you just get some drama, that's the word.
Yeah.
But yes, I understand. You are reinstating me as the master of ceremonies, the MC.
I'm not reinstating
your
you
wedding.
For any of that shit.
I hear loud and clear. I think I'll take this up with the high authority, which is Sanj. And me and Sanj.
Good luck, man. She ain't clearing you for shit. The second her dad sees you on stage and he's like, who the fuck is he? It ain't going down, mate. Right?
Listen. I have a way with dads, okay?
That sounds very dodgy, mate. I would not go around saying that.
Right. You know you're staggering. I hit Gopi in the head with a paintball, yeah? And he got that bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to Gopi's dad yesterday and he was very happy. He's like, yeah, good. You taught Gopi something. Akal wow. Akal means, guys, like wisdom. Yeah. It's an all-standing joke. And you hit somebody on the head to get a bit of wisdom. So, yeah, I've got away with dads, man. You don't worry about that. I just realised I get to meet your dad. Like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, sure, You might want to come and meet him prior or something.
I cannot wait.
Come and meet him prior. I'm
going to ask him about that Lakers top.
Which one?
The one, the t-shirt he started wearing.
Was it Lakers? It was a purple Michael Jordan t-shirt.
MJ.
So it had him on it. It wasn't like a top. It was just a really nice t-shirt that I loved as a kid. Oh man, that story still hurts my soul. For those of you who don't understand, my dad, I was missing this t-shirt for years, absolutely years. It was a white t-shirt. It had like Michael Jordan dunking in the air and it had like a purple outline on it and I couldn't find it. And one day I'm downstairs and my dad walks downstairs wearing it. I hadn't seen this shirt for years. I thought it had been lost. Man. And he's wearing it and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, it's my t-shirt. I said, no, it's mine. And he said, oh, but it's very tight on me. It keeps my back warm. And I'm like, you just stretched my favourite shirt out of shape. It's gone. Right? And he took it off. He gave it to me. And I was like, I don't want to wear this. It's bent out of shape now. Right?
Love it. Look, it kept his back warm. Okay. You need to do what is good for the greater good. Okay.
So upset by it, man. It hurts me still to this day.
I'm very excited to meet your dad, Sanjay's dad. Meet your mom, meet even your siblings. I'm just happy to meet your family, man.
Go ahead, man. It'll be great.
Here we go. Like I hear about you guys all the time.
Yes, you do. You do hear about them all the time, don't you?
Oh, I'm going to see Suk. Suk's going to be there, isn't he? I haven't met Suk in real life ever.
Yeah, Suk, one of our first podcast guests. Yeah, he'll be there as well.
Yeah.
He will be there as well.